In SPD's interrogation room, neither Rafe nor Eli can Abe has advice for Hope to find anything to clear Gabi's name from the murder charge. Rafe's pissed and not sure how much more his baby sister can take. They ponder their next move. Maybe somebody saw something. Eli calls someone and learns there's an old snitch of Rain's that may be able to help. Abe arrives to ask Hope for news about Ben Weston's release. Hope relays news that Chad found Ben at Will's. He offered him money and a ride to the city limits. Abe hopes that homicidal maniac isn't anywhere near those he loves. Abe feels relief that they dodged that bullet and then wants to talk as friends. He asks how things are going between her and Rafe. Hope says things are the same though she called off the annulment. She is trying to forgive him. Rafe steps out of the interrogation room as Abe's leaving and Hope asks to talk. From the loft, Tripp leaves another message for Sierra to call, claiming last night was a stupid misunderstanding. Claire arrives. She feels awful about what happened but knows Sierra can care for herself. Tripp's still worried and leaves Hope a message to call. Claire hates seeing Tripp like this. Ben carries an unconscious Sierra into the old abandoned cabin in the woods that he was last in with Chad and Abigail. Ben cleans Sierra's bloodied face with concern on his face. He looks around and flashes to Abigail screaming for help as she's handcuffed to a chair. And now it's just the two of us, he says to Sierra. He asks her to wake up and has more flashbacks about kidnapping Abby. Sierra finally begins to come around and moans. It reminds him of Wendy, played by Denise Stuff, helping Abigail give birth. He recalls killing Wendy and burying her. He sweats as he appears to be having a difficult time reliving the horrors of that day. He can't stop flashing back and starts panting. He finds a blanket to keep Sierra warm with, flashing back the whole time to setting Chad and Abby on fire. He finds a lighter as Sierra wakes up and takes a look at him. "Oh my God," she exclaims. In the square, Lonnie tells Val she's had no more cramping. Val and Lonnie bond she'll be relieved to deliver a healthy baby. Val asks if she could be there, and then worries she's overstepped. Lonnie hasn't thought about who should be there. Though Lonnie was angry with Val for forcing her to tell Eli the truth, Lonnie now realizes Val was right. Val knows it'd be too hard living with the guilt and she didn't want to see that happen to Lonnie. Lonnie forgives Val. They hold hands and weep a little. Claire turns up as Val's leaving. Lonnie heard her brother broke up with Claire. Claire's eyes well up as she tells Lonnie that Theo's a better person than her. She tells Lonnie all about getting naked with Tripp and thinks she's a terrible person. Lonnie says they all make mistakes, herself included. She reminds Claire that she's in no place to judge. Claire smiles as Lonnie holds her burgeoning pregnant belly. Back at SPD, Hope hears Tripp's voicemail and rushes off to the loft. Hope arrives at the loft and Tripp runs at the mouth in an attempt to explain what happened between he and Claire and why Sierra ran out. Hope is confused so Tripp realizes Sierra never told her mother what happened. He details that her daughter caught him naked with Claire. Tripp admits Sierra told him about Chase. Hope wants to talk to Sierra but is upset that she's missing. Back at SPD, Rafe learns Eli got the snitch to work at giving up Diane's friends. Rafe asks how Lonnie is. Eli says she seems better and soon they'll have their hands full. Rafe envies him. He thought he'd have kids of his own. He guesses it wasn't in the cards. He shows Eli a photo of Sami's kid, Johnny, who was obsessed with the FBI. Eli laughs at the cute jacket Rafe got him. Rafe regrets sex with Sami and ruining things with Hope.